And the practices we'll do this month are memory improving meditations. Okay. And so our goal is to go into certain scenes in the past and remember as much as we can. Okay. And this helps to strengthen our cognitive recall. And it also helps us to be more mindful as we move into the future, because if I'm asking you to remember certain things about the past, you're more likely to be aware of them in the future. That's how it goes. Now, this can sometimes trigger, different perfectionist parts of ourselves. It can trigger frustration, kind of self-judgment. We're not trying to be perfect here. We're not trying to put ourselves down or anything. So if you start to notice some frustration, seeping into the practice, just let go of it. This is important, but it's not serious. So just let it go when that pops up. I'm not going to tell you what scenes we're going to be remembering just now, because I don't want you to start thinking about it too soon, but just know that we're going to get there. And we'll do some mindfulness and breathwork practices to get us started, okay? So when you're ready, go ahead and sit comfortably wherever you are. If you're seated in the chair, you can uncross your legs, and you're welcome to either sit up straight or to lean back into your chair. We're going to be here for a while, so sit in a way that feels comfortable to you. And when you're there, let the eyes close. Letting the eyes close, turning off the awareness of the outside world, turning into what's going on in your system today, here in this present moment. And with your eyes closed, you might just remember the room around you in as much detail as you can. The walls, the ceiling, the floor, the furniture. Just seeing the space as it was just a few moments ago. And of course, your body is in that space too. Feeling your feet on the floor, your seat in the chair. Sensation on the skin, sensation inside of your body. How does that feel in this moment? Comfort, discomfort, movement, non-movement. Noticing how you feel energetically in this body. Tired, restless, calm. Maybe an interesting mix of those. Noticing what emotions or lack thereof are present for you right now. And then noticing what thoughts are in your mind in this moment. What are you thinking about? What's the preoccupation of your consciousness? Often in these practices, the mind can become distracted, drifting away. And if that happens for you, all you have to do is bring your awareness back to the practice. And so to help the mind ground, we'll work with your breath. And so please bring your awareness to the sensation of your breath at your throat. And I want you to gently constrict the back of the throat to make your breath audible, making a soft ocean-like sound or a soft snore. And it doesn't have to be a strong constriction, just enough to hear the breath. Audible inhale, audible exhale. Allowing your mind to be attracted to the sound of the breath. Allowing it to have a calming or soothing effect on your nervous system. And this breathing technique we're doing is sometimes called the breath of victory. And not victory over anything external, it's victory over the restless movements of the mind. Again, allowing the sound of the breath to draw your mind towards it. And the more you're drawn toward this sound of the breath, the more you're letting go of any of your concerns or preoccupations of the world. All that's here for you is this breath in this moment. And now I'll ask you to keep your breath audible, and we'll add another component to this practice, which is to even out your breath, making the length of your inhale and exhale the same. And you can achieve this by counting the breath, inhaling for a certain number of counts and exhaling for an equal number of counts, a count being whatever you use to measure time internally. Could be an estimated second or the sound of a word or syllable. And just do your best. Inhaling for a certain number of counts and exhaling for an equal number of counts, breathing audibly. And one more note here is that this does not have to be your deepest breath. Pick a length of breath that feels manageable or even easy for you. Inhaling for a certain number of counts. Exhaling for an equal number of counts, breathing audibly. And the counting of the breath gives the mind something additional to do to keep it focused. That counting, as well as the attraction toward the sound. Even audible inhale. Even audible exhale. And we'll continue for just a little bit longer here. And as you complete this next audible, even exhalation, you can release both techniques. No more sound, no more counting. Feel your throat relax. And feel a sense of calmness in your body, some calmness in your mind. And from this calmer place, I'd like you to remember the moment you woke up this morning, the moment you realized that you are no longer asleep. And I want you to freeze frame that moment and remember it in as much detail as you can. Now, your eyes may have still been closed at this point. Maybe you're aware of diffused light coming in through the eyes, or maybe it's dark. Maybe there's the sound of an alarm or something else. How did you feel in your body in this moment? How did you feel energetically in this moment? And how did you feel emotionally in this moment that you woke up this morning? Were there any thoughts present? Residue of dreams? Remembering it as clearly as you can, not seeking perfection here. Feeling okay with the things that you cannot remember. And when you have remembered everything you can about that moment, I'd like you to move forward in time by 1 hour. So remember the moment 1 hour after you woke up this morning. Now you might have to approximate exactly when that was, but just pick a moment around that time period. And then again, freeze frame the moment. And just remember it as best you can. What did it look like? The lighting, the colors, the objects. If someone was around you, if you were by yourself. What were you doing in that moment? Were there any pronounced smells or tastes? Were there any sounds? What emotions and thoughts were present for you in that moment? Again, remembering this as clearly as you can, this moment 1 hour after you woke up. And once you've recalled that moment as clearly as you can, please go forward in time by another hour. Where were you at that moment? Remembering it in as much detail as you possibly can, and drawing in memory from your senses, sight, smells, taste, feelings, sound, recalling emotions, thoughts, and any other details that you can remember about this time. And when you've completed that scene, continue to move forward in time in 1 hour increments. In each moment that you recall, recalling it as best you can. Not worried about achieving anything here, not worried about perfection. This is all a practice. Where were you? What were you doing? If your mind wanders away from this practice, that's okay. Just bring it back to the last memory and then continue from there. What did it look like, sound like, feel like? What thoughts and emotions were present? When the scene feels like it's complete, moving forward in time another hour. And we'll continue this practice for just a little bit longer. Please try to stay engaged. And then finish recalling the scene that you are remembering right now. Seeing it as clearly as you can, and then stay with that scene. And then allow yourself to fast forward from that scene here into the present moment. Remembering the space around you in as much detail as you can. Seeing and feeling your body here in this moment. Aware of your energetic state, any emotions and thoughts that are present for you. And let yourself feel satisfied with what you were able to remember. For this practice today, allowing it to just be enough. Nothing more is or was required. Maybe allowing that to bring a level of mindfulness as you move into the future. And for now, feel your breath moving in your body. And when you're ready, go ahead and take a deeper, fuller breath. Bringing the palms together and rubbing them together. Taking the heated palms over the eyes, over the head, down your neck, slowly bringing yourself back to the space around you.